Hey guys,
I'm V.
and Sue, and today we bring you a Reddit story about female friendship and the quality of it.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Female friendship bar is fucking low these days. Pure rant. Looking to rant and talk. I am a 31-year-old female, and it's so hard to maintain female friendships. I understand that we all have our own life, our own schedules, and our shit to deal with. But if someone is truly a good friend, I think you make time for them. Even if you can't, you do the courtesy and tell them you can't make it or need to reschedule. She's mad. None of my friends have kids yet, and most of us are single, in relationships, engaged, and or married. I really believe I am a good friend, and one of the many reasons I feel this way is because I went through a lot of friendship breakups, and I always tell myself this is not how I treat a friend if it was me. And I ended up a lot, and I ended a lot of friendships.
Period.
I'll admit, I am desperate to have a core group of strong, confident, happy, trusting girlfriends, but I cannot fucking find that. Then you, wow, then you, the few girlfriends I have, they are obsessed with their boyfriends in an unhealthy way,
Ooh. Oh,
in a
no.
codependent kind of way. And I am always an afterthought. The fact that most of my girlfriends prioritize their boyfriends for friends is what pisses me off. Why are you trying so hard to impress and always include your boyfriend's friends to outings and not your actual friend? Yet they come running to me after a couple of months, asking me why we haven't hung out in a long time. LOL. I never ever cared about this kind of stuff, but I always the one who reached out and made plans. And it wasn't until this year I realized that all of my friends only made plans with me if A, their boyfriend decided to have a boys only night, B, their boyfriend was on a work trip, C, their boyfriend went golfing with their bros. It's like they are afraid of making time for their actual friends because they think their boyfriends might do something without them. I have two actual friends now, two friends, and those two friends are in the same group. If I ended with those two girls, I have zero friends. LOL. I am such a good friend and I just want that village, but a lot of my girlfriends are so male centered that it's important to maintain friendships with them. Sorry, that it's impossible to maintain friendships with them. But they tell me all the time that they want a girls' night out, a girls' day, but they can't because they can't bear the idea of being away from their boyfriend. And guess what? I have a fucking boyfriend, but we are able to draw healthy boundaries and hang out with other friends outside of our relationship without killing ourselves thinking we are going to leave each other just for hanging out with other friends and having a life.
Mm-hmm.
Having a boyfriend made me realize that my girlfriends are too codependent on their boyfriends. I think a strong factor is insecurity as well. I can't stand being friends with girls like this anymore. But I am also in a tough dilemma because I don't think I am ready to live a life of zero friends. Is anyone else going through a similar thing like me? Is it just me or is it hard to find quality friendships these days?
Mm.
Dude,
Yep.
that's a tough one. Look,
That is a tough one. Codependency is a big one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I get how she feels because it is important to have a quality relationship with who you're really close to, like your friends.
Yeah.
At the same time, she did mention something about being the one to initiate a lot of the plans before with other friends that she have cut it with. And her having a pattern of having to end relationships with her previous friends before because they don't put as much effort. So two things I see wrong here is one, you're dedicating too much of your energy to something before it actually puts the same energy into you. And it becomes a habit, and they probably just leave it as it is. You're the caterer, and they're just there, to receive all the catering. So maybe you need to pump the brakes on how much effort you're putting into your friendships and put effort according to who puts so much effort into you. You said it that you have two friends that are like highly engaging with you and they're like with you. They're good friends. So then dedicate a lot of time to them and don't dedicate a lot of time to the others. I have different friends, and there are friends that I hang out with every week. There are friends that we talk every week, and there are friends that we talk every month or every so often, occasionally, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be 0 or 100. Now, I'm not justifying the fact that these girls are canceling on her at last minute without letting her know, and they only look for her when their husbands are not around or boyfriends or whatever, and she's just there to fill the void. But what you do is don't make yourself available for that. Just don't make yourself available. Just say, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm not available. Could we maybe hang out next weekend? And then just put it on a date and see if they don't make the effort, then just let it go. No reason to just get so frustrated.
Yeah.
Because these days, quantity is not better than quality. If you have two friends that you say are good and the rest are not as good, then you won. Because guess what? A lot of the people in the comments were saying that they don't have any good friends. A lot of them were saying that it's really hard to find a good friend. You have two at least. Not all of them are supposed to be highly engaging and dedicated. People are different. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I do not condone their behavior. That was not okay. That's not okay to like cancel on someone. But if you're constantly putting too much effort into someone that's not putting it towards you, then you have to hold yourself responsible.
Yeah. Because it is affecting her at the end of the day. It's affecting you and how you feel around them too. And just network and make other friends. You don't have to be frustrated staying in that situation knowing that you don't like it,
Right.
Yeah.
And have you had like a friend like that before that's like you put effort and then they're just like canceling last minute or just like not showing up for you?
To be honest, I actually was that person before.
Really?
Yeah, at one point in my life, like I used to be the one canceling because I was in a relationship that like would push me away from my friends, and like I would only see him like as my only person. So I was out person one day. I'm not anymore.
Right.
Because obviously now I have empathy for people and how they could feel, and people put time into hanging out with you, and that is not okay.
I also feel like that comes with, I also feel like that comes with age. As you get older, you appreciate people's time more and the effort they put into you. And it becomes easier for you to see everyone who dedicates time to you, not just that one person that you're in love with. And when you're young and you're in love, oh my gosh, you just can't see clear.
Yeah.
A young person doing that, I get it, but she seems to be talking about people married or engaged. Like we're talking about people who have the capability to understand the importance of time management and the importance of their friends and loved ones' time when they dedicate it to them. So like I feel like I get it. You're not in a stage where you can split yourself between your partner and your friends at the moment on a weekly basis, but they just don't make plans to then, cancel. Not even cancel, because what she said is that they don't even cancel. They cancel too late.
Or even just do it when their husbands are out. So like they need somebody to be with them because they feel alone when they're not with their husband. So it's like you're only making plans with me when it's convenient for you and when your husband's not around.
Ooh, that's like seeing your relationship with people, not from the quality of the experience and the quality of like that bonding experience, that community thing, but more from I'm lonely, I can't be alone, So that might be why, that could be a reason why they only seek her when they're alone, because they want to get out of those thoughts, maybe, because she did mention insecurity and stuff. So maybe she's right, or maybe she's just in some aspects ranting about them in a negative way. They're not here to talk.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that it would check if that's what it is.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, let me see. There was one comment that received response.
Ooh.
It got spicy.
Ooh. Let's hear it.
Here we go. You're the common denominator. They are normal. Being happy in your relationship and spending time with your spouse is the normal thing to do. Of course, they prioritize their partner. You have friends too, And of course, you talk to them about problems. Why wouldn't you? And then she said, but their boyfriends prioritize their friends more than their own girlfriends or wives. That's not normal, though. That's not
That's
normal.
codependency, yeah.
Yeah, why would you prioritize your friends more than your partner? Anyway, so she said that, and then she said, and their girlfriends, wives, just follow them everywhere because they're so insecure. They're going to do something without them even for a night. So they can't bear the idea of being away from their partners even for 1 second. Can't even make plans with their own friends because they're afraid of their boyfriend, husband, is going to do something last minute with their boys. So they need to keep their schedule open at all times. That's healthy or normal to you? LOL. Okay. I am sensing from OP a competition coming. Like, listen to the first thing. But their boyfriends prioritize their friends more than their own girlfriends or wives. And then earlier in the post, she said that they don't prioritize the friendship. It's like one thing is right here. They're supposed to prioritize their husband and boyfriends more than the friend. That's a given. You're likely building a life with this person. What the boyfriends are doing is not okay. But you can't go in a competition and force your girlfriends to then prioritize you so that you can show it to them, stick it to them. Like, so I do see her growing frustrated, and it could be because she's competing with them in this issue. And it's like your girlfriends are going to deal with their relationship however they feel like it. And there's nothing you can do about it. They're going to have to learn the hard way that if someone's not putting that much effort on you as your partner, then you shouldn't also, what they're doing is the same thing that she's doing for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she also added, one of the husbands came to me and asked that I try to spend more time with his wife. He wants her to have more female friends and to stop relying on his friends for social outing. And she put a laughing emoji on it. Something about this chick feels a little bit toxic, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like bitter, I would say. But anyway, there's a tone in it. I get her concern. Like, it's just the way she's writing it, it feels like she's a little toxic. That's all. And she has lost a lot of friends based on what she says. And something's not adding up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's painting them really bad too. So
Yeah, she has a lot of negative opinions about her friends.
Ooh.
And he has said this to me not once, not twice, but 3 times. But my question is, why is her husband or boyfriend coming to you 3 times and you haven't approached your friend directly or told them like, hey, I think this is a conversation you need to have with your partner.
Yeah.
Because if you want me to do that for you, but like,
Why?
maybe we can both work together. You talk to her and I'll talk to her.
Yeah. Like transparency. Yeah.
But, obviously you can't change your friend's mind, and, you can't become somebody else's, little spy here, especially for your friends. Like, that's not okay. So something about it just doesn't add up to me. Just stop talking to these chicks if you have a problem with the way they're handling their friendship with you, but the way they're handling their marriage with their partner, that's none of your business. That's what I'm reading from this. That she's getting too emotionally invested.
Yeah.
The day she jabbed at her at the person who commented. But then again, you could be one of those very codependent, insecure friendships and can't understand my post. See, there's the toxic I'm talking about. There's that poison.
Oh my God. Calling them toxic is crazy.
That might be why you're losing friends. I'm so glad I am not categorized as part of them. So thank you for the compliment. Oh my God. I wanted to be on her side, but she seems intense.
Yeah.
Very intense. Anyway, so here's another one, another comment.
Oh my God.
I'm in my 40s and realize the common thread among friendships that don't work out is insecurity. Insecure people will drop you when they have a partner or bring them to every meetup. Insecure people are the ones who can't celebrate you, get jealous, project their issues onto you. My circle is smaller now, but it's more peaceful with secure friends who don't center everything on their man and are able to apologize. I agree with that. I think that Keeping a small circle is not about quantity, it's about quality of friendship. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone responded to this, and then it said, it doesn't have to do with insecurity. The point of dating is to find someone to raise a family with eventually and be around that person a lot. There are many couples who were married like 70 years and said they never spent any time apart, and nobody was insisting they go hang out with other people or that it meant they were insecure. Okay, that could be true. There are some people who enjoy doing a lot of things with their partner and so on.
Yeah.
But then again, you have to
different.
It could be different, or it could just be that they don't like her. That's what I'm guessing, because the way that she came for this person.
Yeah.
Because if you read the comment, the person's comment, they didn't come for her in a toxic way, but the way she expressed herself was very pushy, very intense. And someone that intense in a friends group, you know.
Yeah. She has her own insecurities, maybe.
Exactly. Because I mean, why is it that you lost so many friends? So many friends?
Yeah, something has to be up with you too in order for that to happen.
Right. Some fishy.
Yep. She's not saying
like
something.
a fish market.
Yeah, for real.
And then another person responded, I think we're talking about two different things. I'm not criticizing people for prioritizing partners or wanting closeness. That's totally normal. I'm talking about people who drop friendships entirely or treat friends like placeholders until relationships arrive. I agree with that. That's not about healthy bonding. That's usually about insecurity and emotional consistency. Plenty of securely attached people maintain friendships while being close to their partner. It's not either or the other. Another thing that I feel like needs to be mentioned here is that you could have multiple elements affecting your relationship with your friends. Like, it's not just my partner. What if I'm also going through financial issues? What if we are going through some issues that I don't want to communicate to anyone?
Right.
And that's the reason why I'm alienating myself at the moment, and I need a moment of peace.
Yeah.
Or I need time to maneuver this relationship and figure out how to save it, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So, like, so many things could be at play. I don't think that it's just insecurity or codependency. I think that relationships can have rough stages and whatnot.
Yeah. That's a good point you brought up, because there's a lot of things that we don't discuss with our friends because simply we're not too comfortable with. And that's just not the area of person. Like, there's certain people for certain things.
Right.
Yeah. And you're not going to share that with everybody.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you're insecure. You don't want to hang out with them, whatever. Maybe they're really going through something. You're just not the person to tell that to.
Exactly. Maybe they just don't feel that way.
Comfortable with you.
You know what? Another thing is just going back to the basics. Some women are not like this. They're constantly making plans with women. They're not. Some women are more goal oriented and they're more hyper focused on their own stuff going on.
Yeah.
And they might not have that time to constantly be hanging out with a female friend.
Yeah, or need that stimulation, because some friends don't need that stimulation. Like, I'll see you in a month. I see my friends in, 2 months.
I need to hibernate.
Sometimes, like, I'm growing, whatever. I'm dealing with my own things. But when I see you, hey, it's all good. Like, it's all good vibes.
Like it never, like, time never passed.
Exactly.
Right? You just have to find that person for yourself. Exactly. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, or within you.
Or within you.
Find that friend within you.
That's to you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like she's also very codependent on friendship.
Yes, like, you can go out with yourself, take yourself out, go on dates with yourself.
Will you just flip the card on? And then
Say though,
somebody else responded to the last one and said, it depends on the definition of drop. Many people will go to occasional talking. If someone is seriously dating or married, there'd be so little time to do so much. So that's it for the comments. We're going to leave it here because we can go on forever considering we don't know all the facts.
Yeah.
It could be many things, as we said. But you guys let us know in the comment your experiences with friends that you've had to let go of, or you have rough patches with. What was it? What could be what did you experience before that you were like, shoot, I went through this thing where, like, I kept putting effort into it, or my friend kept putting effort into it, and so on. And how did you get back in sync with that person, or did it just end? So let us know in the comments. Hello, V.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.